This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
What happened? A lot of insecurity back home. Okay, but health-wise, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
So guys, hello, welcome back to this channel. Today is 24th of September and Nnamdi Kanu was in court today. He was in court and he said a whole lot of things. I would play some of the clips for you so that you hear what he said. But the most catching news, catching news that in everything that happened today, something very 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 important happened today. Like, do you know Justice Binta Nyako announces withdrawal from Nnamdi Kanu's trial? You got as that kind of thing, because with everything that don't happen, man, the woman herself say make she just withdraw, say she don't tire. Kanu's trial remains uncertain after several court sessions as the case awaits reassignment to a new judge, because for now there's no judge. For now there's no judge. Justice Binta Nyako announces withdrawal from Nnamdi Kanu's trial. In a dramatic turn of events at the Federal High Court in Abuja, Justice Binta Nyako announced her decision to step down from the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. So this woman has stepped down. The announcement followed Kanu's open request for the judge to recuse herself, citing the court's failure to comply with a Supreme Court order. At the resumed hearing on Tuesday, September 24th, that's today, Kanu expressed his dissatisfaction with the court, asserting that he had lost confidence in the judicial process. He said he has no confidence in this court anymore, accusing the judge of not adhering to the Supreme Court's directive. So he requested that Justice Nyako recuse herself from his trial. So a demand that she quickly agreed to, because the woman herself don't tire. She does say make she just quit and all that. Justice Nyako, in response to Kanu's insistence, stated that she would be happy to do just that, confirming her intentions to say, to send Kanu's case back to the chief judge for reassignment. So this decision effectively halts the ongoing trial where Kanu is facing terrorism-related charges brought by the federal government. Now, tension ran high during the proceedings as Kanu ordered his lawyer, Nnamdi, to sit down while he made his case before the court. A whole lot of things happened in the court today. He said, sit. In fact, if you see, I was shouting, Kanu was shouting, sit down. He was telling his lawyer to sit down at his counsel, demanding control of the courtroom as he, reiterated his loss of trust in the judiciary. So, despite efforts from the persecution led by the senior advocate of Nigeria, Awomolo, to persuade Justice Nyako to continue the trial, the judge stood firm in her decision, saying that she hereby recused herself and
catching a flight to see family or taking a break in Zanzibar, wherever you're going,
that was what she concluded. So Nnamdi Kanu's trial remains uncertain
enjoy
as
unbeatable
the
travel
case
deals with only a 10% down payment and pay small in convenient installments. Book now on wakanow.com. Download the Wakanow app for even cheaper deals or walk into any of our travel centers near you.
And some things that he also gave his reasons why he wanted this woman to step down from his case. He said it in that video. Please, if you are new to this channel, just do well to subscribe, like, and also drop a comment below. I'll see you guys in my next video.
NASA's Veritas.
Mazi, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How are you doing?
Not very well. There's a lot of
happened?
insecurity back home.
Okay, but health-wise, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
You're faring well?
Surviving.
Okay.
Not faring well, just surviving.
So, a quick question. The last time we were in court, you talked about out-of-court settlement. You wouldn't mind. So, has that made any progress towards that regard in terms of talking to the agent?
My lawyers have been a better person to actually tell you that.
But you've been able to meet with them after that particular day?
Have you dealt with this very issue?
No.
Which one?
It has to be after court. We can talk about that.
Which one?
Okay. No,
We're here for the judicial
what I was
proceedings.
asking
The
is,
political solution
did they
now.
come to visit you after the proceedings the last day?
Absolutely. We're here for the judicial proceedings.
Yes. We're here for the.
We can address the other one.
We'll do that later.
And we have written a letter to them that they have not replied.
Okay, no problem.
They've not responded.
Yes, they have not responded. I met with Attorney General yesterday.
And mind you, the political solution was a solution actually suggested by the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the judgment. And most of you journalists should take time to go through some of these judgments and then come to your own conclusions. Yes. Go through all the rulings and the judgments. You know we have no case to answer at all.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You've asked Justice Binta to recuse herself.
Yes.
Do you have that time on your hands for the case to go to the CEJ for it to be reassigned to another judge?
As long as justice will be done at the end of the day, that's what bothers me. For justice to be done. I cannot be tried in violation of a key provision of the Constitution of Nigeria, Section 36. It's as simple as that.
But now she's saying the part of the topic I'm making reference to was a contributory statement by one of the justices.
The Constitution of Nigeria says any determination made by the Supreme Court is binding on a lower court. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against facing any
Everything in the
trial.
judgment.
After all, I'm innocent, so they have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what of it is...
We have many of that.
Mr. Kanu, one last question. One last question. In reference to what she has asked you earlier, Justice Binta made it known that she's one of the senior judges in this court.
Yes.
What if...
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because she said no other person...
It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.